guys, wait, what? This is the outro. Hey guys, it's Nova and welcome back to our channel. So today is going to be a really fun and interesting video. Today we're going to be starting a 3-part series on my crazy math teachers, and this is part 1. As you guys know, I hate long intros, so let's get right into the video. Let's go. Okay, so pretty much, as a military brat, I've been to many different schools and I've had many different math teachers, but never in my life, ever, minus this one time, have I had 3 math teachers in one school year. Like, that's crazy. But I did, and we're just going to talk about why I have 3 math teachers, why they left, why I had to get a new one, exactly what went down. This is going to be a 3-part series. So our first math teacher, we're going to call him Mr. B. Has nothing to do with his actual name. It's the first thing that came up to my head. It's the first thing that came up in my head, and we're not gonna reveal who he is because we just want to let him have his privacy. So Mr. B, who's my math teacher and my homeroom teacher, he didn't really seem that bad to me. I don't really see anything wrong with him, you know, like he was nice to me, and you know, he sometimes talked to me like really, you know, it was just like he seemed like a pretty good teacher. It was just like minor things that like I've noticed but weren't that serious. Like for example, in math class, I sat next to my boy best friend, and we'd always be talking, we'd be goofing off, and we'd just be playing around. We were smart, so we were smart and we were good at the work, so we'd always get it done. We always get it done right. So he wouldn't necessarily punish us for anything we did because we were actually stayed on task. But at the same time, we'd just be goofing off and stuff. But I realized, and he realized it too, that he never ever called me out. He only called out my boy best friend. He'd be like, "Yo, best friend, you need to stop talking. You need to stop goofing off. You need to get back to your work. Stay on task." And he never said anything to me. Like, rarely ever said anything about me, and that was kind of odd, but you know, wasn't that serious, you know, like every teacher has their favorites. And then other times I noticed that he was just staring at me. Like, I'd just be working, and you know how you can feel eyes on you? I just like feel like someone's looking at me, and I look up and I just see him like just staring right at me, and I just be like that was kind of weird. But you know, again, nothing too serious, you know, like, you know, it wasn't that big of a deal. And another weird thing is that it wasn't just me. Like, at first I kind of thought, oh, it's all in your head. But a lot of my other friends that were girls were thinking the exact same things. They had the exact same things happening to them. And I was like, okay, so it's not me. So it's happening to other people. But then again, not that big of a deal. You know, it's okay. But then, before we even went to the school year, the girls from the previous year who had him last year were like telling us things about him. They said that he had been reported multiple times for like harassing the girls, and he was like a really creepy teacher, and some of them even went as far to call him a pervert. But then again, those were their experiences, and I haven't seen anything that suggested any of those type of things, so I didn't judge him for any of those things. I was just like, well, I haven't seen anything that, you know, set off any alarms, so other than those minor things, so I didn't really think any much different of him. You know, I was like, they have said those things, but I don't want to judge him based on things that I've heard. That was until the incident. As I said, Mr. B was my seminar and my homeroom teacher. So, seminar is what we called it, but I know people here call it homeroom. That's why I'm switching between the two. Sorry. Anyway, so I was sitting next to my friend. We're not going to name her because, you know, privacy. But I was sitting next to my friend, and we were just working, and it's like a normal day in seminar, like nothing new. And then I don't remember exactly what he said, but I guess a kid looked mad or something, and Mr. B made a comment. I don't remember exactly what he said, but I remember that it was something about him looking dark enough to be black or something, because he looked mad. I don't remember what he said, but it was racist. And me and my friend, because my friend was also black, we were just like, we were offended. We're just like, okay, you can't say that. That is not right. That's not okay. And we got really mad. You know, I wasn't as mad as her, because let me know, she was pissed. She was angry. Like, if he was a kid, she probably would have even thrown hands. But, you know, we were really mad. And the thing is, she started yelling at him. She was screaming at him. It was like at first it was kind of like, wait, you can't say that. why did you say that? That's not right. But after a while, they just kind of escalated. Because the thing was, he wasn't saying, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be racist, my apologies, I'm sorry, I did not mean to offend you guys. Instead, he was saying, I didn't do anything wrong, it wasn't my fault, it was an accident, you know, I wasn't being racist, you know, that wasn't a racist comment, just get back to work, just don't worry about it, forget about it, you know, because he was a teacher, he was trying to be like, oh, I messed up, let me just cover it up. And that obviously made her even more mad, but the thing was, he was the teacher, as I said, so if she had accidentally said something that like got her in trouble, he could easily give her detention, or like give her lunch detention or something, or like a serious punishment for just being offended. I was trying to calm her down. I was like, calm down, you know, you don't want to get in trouble. I know what he said was messed up, it was rude, he should not have said that, but it's okay, you know, you don't want to get in trouble or anything. And she was really mad, and she was saying, you know what, I'm gonna go to the office because this is not okay, this shouldn't be happening. But the entire time he was just kind of staring at us, like he wasn't like, in the beginning he kept on trying to like, in the beginning when she was yelling at him, he kept on trying to defend himself, but after a while it was just me talking to her, because it was me trying to calm her down and her kind of like ranting, getting out her anger. And so once he realized that he was out of the picture and like no one was really talking to him anymore, he just kind of started staring at us. He was just like looking directly at us, and I was just like, you know, you can do something here. I was like, you can apologize, you can say you're sorry, you know, you can rewrite this wrong, you know. But instead he didn't say anything after that. He defended himself, and he just didn't say anything after he turned staring at us. And I was just like, this dude. During seminar, a lot of kids like to go to the library. Usually people go to the work, but most of the time people just go to see their friends. And so me and the girl was like, you know what, I can't be here anymore, I need to get out of here. And I was like, you know what, I'll go with you, because I usually always go to the library to either work or just work with my friends. Like, we asked for a pass to the library and he let us go, and we just went to the library. But as I said, while we were in the classroom, she was saying, you know, I'm gonna get my mom, I'm gonna report him to the office, you know, I want the school to hear about this. So we're in the library, we're working, and my friend is still really upset, and all of her friends are around us, and so she's still like really upset, she's still really angry, she doesn't really want to talk about it. And then all of a sudden, Mr. B comes into the library, and he comes up to us, and he says, yo, friend, I need to talk to you. And so she was like, I don't want to go anywhere with you. You know, you're racist. I do not want to go anywhere with you. And she was like, you know, you have to come with me. He was like, you have to come with me. And she was like, no, I don't want to go with you. And he said, okay, well, if you don't want to talk to me, then we can talk together in the office. And she's like, yes, let's go. Because she was really ready to report him. She was like, let's go to the office, let's go. He said, okay. So they got up and they left the library, and I don't know where they went after that. But then all the friends who were there, they're like, is she okay? What's wrong with her? Were you there? Do you know what happened? And I was like, yes. Okay, so here's what happened. Like, this is why she's really upset. And so after I explained the situation to them, they like were all caught up and everything, my friend comes back in, and I was like, because the office was like all the way across campus, and I was like, that's a really quick time to go to the office and come back, you know. So I asked her, wait, did you guys even go to the office? Like, what happened? And then she was crying too. I was like, oh my gosh, are you okay? Like, what's wrong? And she told me that they never actually went to the office. He just went outside the library and he apologized personally to her. And and she told me that the apology wasn't even sincere, but he was just like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be racist, although I didn't think it was racist. You don't have to go to the office, I just want you to know that I'm sorry. She was obviously really upset about it because the apology wasn't even sincere, and he couldn't apologize in front of all the other students who were there. He just had to apologize to her personally. And she got really overwhelmed, and she went to the bathroom to compose herself. But I was just like, wow. So this dude is going to accidentally, I don't think it was intentional, he accidentally made a racist comment, and he won't even apologize to everyone. He has to make it like, keep it quiet, you know. So I was obviously really offended too, but I didn't want to get into any serious trouble, so that's why I was keeping a little bit more quiet. But I was still really upset over it. And so after that, that just kind of like changed my idea of him. I didn't really think the same about him anymore. I was just like, okay, he's not as good as I thought he was, you know. So after that happened, a few months later, he decided that he no longer wanted to teach middle schoolers, and he wanted to move up to high school. Because he moved up to high school, he got to keep his classroom, so all the students now had a new math class in another building. This is where the next math teacher comes in, but you know, we'll save it for another video. Now, this is the end of Mr. B though. So as I said, he moved up to high school. So we had a new math teacher. We're not going to talk about her right now because she's not important. But I finished out my school year there, and then I moved. But I stayed in really close contact with all my friends in Japan because, you know, we had some really strong bonds. And so one of my friends, she was texting me and she was like, yo, did you hear what happened about Mr. B? And I was like, what happened to him? He's like, you know, he got charged with like a bunch of counts of sexual harassment. And I was like, wait, are you serious? Like, what, really? And the thing was, I was looking back on what happened that year, and I didn't really remember anything that I saw or heard about that could have got him charged. I was just like, wait, what happened? What did he do? So when he moved up to high school with the middle school girls, he wasn't really as hands-on. He was more so just staring at them, you know, very slight, subtle ways to make him uncomfortable. With the high school girls, I heard that he was getting a little more hands-on, a little more touchy. He touched them inappropriately. He made some nasty comments, and a bunch of high schoolers ended up reporting him to the office. The office reported him to the MPs, which, if you don't know, it's a military term for the military police, and he got charged. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. But the thing is, everyone at school, when they found out, everyone was like freaking out. They're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Mr. B got charged. I cannot believe that happened. And the thing was, all the high school girls and all the middle school girls, literally all the girls, weren't even surprised because they knew what type of person he was. So when I found out, I was just like, wow, I mean, that's crazy, but I'm not surprised because that just, you know, that's just the type of person he was. And so that was like several months ago. So I think like a few weeks ago, I was texting my friend and I said, you know, do you know what happened after that? Like, did he get convicted? Did he get arrested? You know, like, what happened after that? And although I don't know if this is 100% true, I do know that my friend isn't the one to spread rumors unless she knows that they're true, and she's not one to know, like, spread false information, so I do trust her. She told me that he didn't get convicted because there wasn't enough evidence to put him behind bars, but because there were like so many reports of it, he did lose his teaching license. I do remember that he got fired from the school, and I don't necessarily know if he got deported, but they did send him back to the United States. So yes, this is the end of Crazy Math Teacher #1. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and please leave other video ideas in the comment section down below. Also, if you like this video, please like it up so I know that you guys are actually excited and amped up to see Math Teacher Part 2 and Part 3. Anyway, hi guys, Nova, this is my channel, and please, always have a great day. Bye guys!